Does this sound familiar? You open yet again another Google Docs file to collaborate on your next WordPress blog post. So you insert the title and make sure to make it shareable. And then you can send a link to all those you want to work with you on this document. Then you start adding some content, maybe some images, and finally now you can collaborate using inline comments and suggestions. And all of this to end up having to copy and paste everything and import all the medias into WordPress. I mean, what a waste of time. Now, fortunately enough, you don't have to waste time anymore and you can collaborate on the same blog posts or pages immediately from within WordPress and enjoy all the Google Docs style features. Okay, let me show you. So now let's recreate all these steps immediately from within WordPress and you will see how much time you can save. So first, make sure that you have the Multicollab premium version installed on your WordPress website. Once you have this installed, you can then create any pages or blog posts and work on it conjointly together. So let's create one as an example here. So we go to Post, Add New. Let's add a title like you normally do. And now we can publish. And there you go. Now we've created our blog post. As you can see, there is no content at the moment. So you can either start adding content and then invite teammates to work conjointly with you, or you can invite them first and then you can add the content together. Either way is absolutely fine. So how can you invite your teammates? Very easy. Click on the Multicollab logo here and click on the share button. And now you can invite as many people as you want to work with you on the same document at the same time. All you need is to type their email address. So click on this section here and let's invite David, for example. Now you can assign any privileges you want, so either viewer or commenter, and you can also send them a message. So like this, for instance, and then you can send them the invite. So click on send. And there you go, as you can see, invitation sent. And now David will receive an invitation via email. And all he has to do is basically click on this button here, open, and it will open up this page automatically in a new tab without needing any credentials. So now back to your screen, you can close this window here and you can start typing your content. So let's add some content together. So perhaps something like this, a few paragraphs, bullet points, and maybe a few images as well. So you've created your blog post now and you're happy with it. Now you'd like to have a few revision and ask David for advice on a few things here. So how can you do so? So let's say you're not too sure about this statement here. You might want to ask David for advice. So you highlight the text, click on this icon here, and now you can post a comment. So you want to ask David for some information. So here you can type the @ and select David himself. You can send a message directly to him, in which case I'm going to type my message next to it. So for instance, is fragmented workflow the right term for this? And as you can see underneath, we have this option to assign to David. If you tick that box, basically David will be responsible for marking it as done. If you untick this, basically either of you can mark this as resolved. So again, this is really up to you to decide which option is the best. But let's assign this to David as an example here. And now we can post our comment. And from David's point of view, this is what he will see on his screen. So we have the assigned to you. So this is assigned to David. And this is the message. So is fragmented workflow the right term for this? So if he clicks on this, basically it will bring us automatically to this section. And now David can review this and then he can reply. So let's say David says, yes, that's the proper term, reply. So he agrees with this. And now he can mark this as resolved. So let's take this box, yes. And that's it. This is sorted. Now let me show you the suggest edit feature, which is absolutely amazing. And I'm sure you're going to love this one. So as you can see, we have a bit of text here, a bit of content, and I would like to suggest an edit. So instead of continue to evolve, I would like to have maybe is constantly growing or something like this. So as you can see by the side, we have those two icons. So one is to add inline comment and the other one is to suggest an edit. So step number one, you need to enable this feature. As you can see, if you hover on top, the background will be grayed out a little bit. So if you click on it, as you can see, now it is enabled. I can disable it by clicking on it again. Now there's another way of doing so. You can either click on the Multicollab icon here, go to your settings, and as you can see, you have a toggle switch, enable it from here. Either way is absolutely fine. And now you can suggest an edit. And for this, all you have to do is basically highlight the text you want to suggest an edit. And I'm going to hit the delete key now. Delete. Okay, as you can see, now it's marked off completely. And now I can type the text that I want to suggest. So for instance, is constantly growing. Now anyone coming along will see that this is the previous text and this is my suggested text. And then all I have to do is basically update my document and save it. And from David's screen, you will see those suggestions. So you can click on either of them. So as you can see, this one is delete, this one is add. So if I click on this, it will bring me to this section and I can see what's the difference between those two. So before it was continue to evolve and it's replaced by is constantly growing. So if I'm happy enough with this, I can approve or reject the suggestion. So let's say if I approve, as you can see, this one is gone. And now I can accept this one as well, accept suggestion. And as you can see, now the changes have taken place. So let me show you another amazing feature. So let's say if I wanted to ask David to make changes to an image that I have, maybe add a logo to it and then insert it after this sentence, I can add an inline comment. I can tag David. And then I can type my message. So David, can you add our logo to this image, please, and insert it after the sentence? And now I can attach the image to my comment. All I have to do is click on this paperclip, select the file, and then I add my file, select. There you go, now it's attached to my comment, and now I can post my comment. And now from David's screen, you will see this message. So can you add our logo to this image? And all he has to do is click on this link and it will open up in a new tab. As you can see, we have the image here without logo, so we can right click on it and then save on the hard drive. And now David can make all the changes required and then upload the image in our blog post. So let's do this together. Let's look for an image. So let's insert that. This is our image and then select. Very good. And I can mark this as done. Very good. So that's my reply and then mark it as resolved. Okay guys, so as you can clearly see, Multicollab is a very powerful tool that will allow you to collaborate on any Gutenberg blog post or page. Now, there are so many features, we cannot cover them all in this video obviously, but if you want to discover them all one by one, we'll leave a playlist right here.